It doesn't appear to be moving. So this actually has to go in the wrong way for this to work correctly. Which means you have to pull the stupid exhaust system off to get the damn thing out. Now I have had bikes where this is on the right side, so I'm not sure what they did to make that work. I don't know. Maybe they just had it backwards. Most of the bikes are chain driven, so it doesn't really matter because we didn't use the adjuster anyway. So, but with this one, it has to go this way. It's not how I want it to be. I don't like it on this side. So now when you tighten the nut down, it makes it tighter. Nope, still backwards. Still works backwards. It makes it looser, not tighter. That's weird. That is not correct. These always get tighter when you tighten this nut down. This one goes the opposite way. So we need to get this thing on the bottom. Down here. So you can't, it doesn't ever work. The cam's in the wrong spot. It only works going backwards. I don't know. Beats the hell out of me. I'll take my old bike any day. These have to work together. If they don't work together, how are they going to work? Bring the bottom corner down here. Well, it has to work on the bottom because that's how the other side is. You can't have one going one way and the other. It doesn't work that way. Oh well. Good. That's it. Drop the tools. That's never happened before in my life. Yeah, sure. Okay. There we go. Done. Let's go forward with it. So we have to rotate the other side. To get the tension we want, you got to hold it, and then you got to tighten this side over here at full torque to hold it. I don't see a problem with that, do you? And I only got one tool. So do we have a big socket that's this size? What size is that big ass nut? That's the question. I'm going to go with it. It's big. I prefer using a big zip gun to tighten that thing down so it gets nice and tight. And it doesn't move as you're torquing on it by hand. Where's this big socket at? Ooh, there's a big one. No, that's not it. That's going to be too small, I think. Yeah, 3/8, that might work. Nope, not it. 7/16. We need a 7/16. Do we have a 7/16 in the building, sir? Probably not. Got a bunch at home. But I ain't there. That's not going to work. No. Let's see, had a bunch of crap over here somewhere. These are not anywhere near big enough. These are what, 1/4 they tap out at. So it appears that we are missing the socket we need in order to tighten this thing up correctly. Yes, so put a 1 7/16 socket on your favorite list of tools you need to buy. Let's go double check and make sure it's not metric. Actually, I think it's metric, and I have the socket right here. It is 36 millimeters, that's what size it is. Yeah, I didn't be honest, I did bring the right tools. There we go. Golden. All right. So we need a big electric piece of crap I hate. It was laying over there. Let's see, it's laying over here now. There it is. Let's see, which way is that tight that way? Yeah, okay, I keep forgetting. Plus the thing, I'm holding the weight and it goes up and turns the fingers anyway. Okay, so we're gonna hit this with a torque on this side. And then we're gonna hold the axle, the holding tool on the opposite side. And we're gonna go over here. And we're going to tighten up eccentric up, or a cam if you want to call it that, to adjust our belt tension. So, yeah, just moves it back like that. Ugh, that's tight. Now you need to do this with the weight of the bike on you, really. Right now the swing arm is probably going like this, so it's going to get tighter as it goes. So if I lower the bike down to the longest point, which is straight, and torque it, adjust it at that point, we should have a good belt adjustment. So I'm going to lower the bike down to that point. Let's see, train needs to go higher than that. Even more than that. Needs to be up here. Looks like a 2x4. Okay, that looks pretty level. Pretty close. Ugh. Hit the turn signal bracket. Shoulder test. Okay, so if we're all straight line, that, and that are all in one line, that is the longest point of the arc. That is the tightest that belt will ever get. That's where you should adjust it, because most likely, when you hit a bump, you're going to be in that area. So you want to make sure it's tight. You're supposed to have 10 pounds of pull on it and have a little movement. A little movement. Too loose. See, that's about right. That's probably too much. See, it doesn't move much. Sneak up on it. You want to have some pull. With 10 pounds of pull, you want to move a little bit. So I'm going to say it's probably pretty close to that. Now as the belt wears in, it's probably going to loosen up just a little bit, but not much. But we don't want to make it that position right now. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to try out this new tool over here and see how it works. hold that right there. Might have vibrated down slightly. Let's see what we got. That's pretty good. So we got some movement up and down. Let's see, you want to have about a 1/4, 3/8 of an inch with 10 pounds of pull. No more than a 1/2 inch. So that should be pretty good. It's tight. So now trying to do that by hand, you have to have somebody over there holding it for you. Because as that axle rotates, it's going to get looser. So, all right, so there's a clip that goes on here. I guess you're supposed to put on for safety purposes. If you tighten a damn nut down, you don't need any safety crap. Don't hit your finger. If you hit your thumb, it hurts. Okay, so that part is in there. It's adjusted. The brake is on there. We have air in the tire. The shocks are missing, so we need shocks. Preferably on the bike, not on the lift. So we got to put shocks on. So this one I guess was on the other side because the bolt's sticking through that one. Yeah. So we'll hang that over there for now. No. That's not how it goes. I had the airline going this way. So it goes on this side. So I thought that's how I laid them out on the table. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put that one on there like that and let it hang. And do the same on the other side. Okay. Now this has to go here, so it has to go up in the air a little bit to get to that point. Get just right, the bolt should go in the hole. Not too much effort. Get a little bit of effort, not too bad. And no two shocks the same length. So you gotta go on the other side and do the same thing. And we might have to adjust the bike up or down to get the bolt to go in there. So we'll see here in a minute. Okay, it appears to be, I'm going to go down a little bit. Shock's not quite long enough. So we were a little high in the other one, this was even higher. Luckily weight's hurting us, or it's helping us now, so as the weight gets close, the bolt lines up. Okay, we're in there now. Shock's in. We got to torque it in a little bit. I'm sure that's probably over torquing the bolts, but they're tight. That's probably a good 60 foot-pounds at least I'm putting on there, if not more. So I consider that the correct torque. So we got an airline right here. Push down on the button, shove the hose in, pull back and forth on it. It should be in there. Doesn't feel very secure. Probably time to clip the hose and start over, but we'll see if it leaks. If it leaks, then I have to fix it. If it doesn't leak, it's golden. Try this one. Feels about the same. All right, it's in there. Now there's a hose line barb I saw someplace. Must be on the other side. We put brand new fittings on all the air chucks, so hopefully it works. Pinch my finger. There is something right there. It looks like an air fitting. I'm going to hit this on and see what happens. Damn, it still leaks. Where's it leaking from? Everywhere. Leaking on top up here. Okay, I don't know how much pressure you're supposed to have, so probably blip it. It's leaking on the other side, I think. Another one. Push in a little harder, it went in further. Yeah, it bottomed out. Appears to be working that time. It has air in it. Zero air. Yeah. Not sure how much air I'm getting, so. The air pressure, whatever he wants. I don't know what he wants. Alright, feels good. So, no air leaks, you can hear it. Appear to be good over here too. A lot of oil leaking everywhere, but that's different. Wipe that down so if you notice any oil leaks coming out of anything. Okay, last thing I want to check is to make sure the rear brake is working correctly. So, all right, that's all on there. Okay, shocks are torqued, belts adjusted, swing arm bolts are tight as hell, or the shock bolts, and the axle's tight. I think we got everything pretty well handled here. All we care about right now is whether the rear brake works. So let me get this out of my way over here. So we're just gonna jack it up, get the wheel off the ground, hit the rear brake, and see what happens. Always make sure your fingers fit under the rack so you don't cut your fingers off jamming in there. It hurts like hell when you do that. It's a good socket. So if you need one, it's a Motion Pro. So there's our number right there, I guess, for Motion Pro. I got mine from Mid-USA. I sell them. That's where they come from. Heavy duty. So it's got the offset in here so it clears the muffler when the muffler's under here. You can get in and out. Looks pretty good so far. I think I've used it 3 times now, so it hasn't broken yet. It's a good sign. All right, fingers are too close. There we go. 1, 2, hit. Every time you hit it, it frees and goes further. That's what you want the brake to do. Works freely. Transmission spinning. Appears to be in gear. The whole thing is rotating nice and freely like it's supposed to be. Like that. Check your belt again. Doesn't hurt to double check in different areas. Make sure it's consistent. Appears to be pretty even all the way around. It's a big plus. I still got to figure out when to put that before I tighten it. I think that's in the right spot. All right, that's about it for that. We got the back of the bike back together again. You got to put all the guards and shit on there, but I don't care about that. That's someone else's job. All right. Not bad for a day's work there. I still got more time though. Oh, appears to be a motor on the floor that needs to be in the bike. Next project, motor. All right, let me get all this cleaned up. We'll be back.